New business B, approval of the street sweeping. Michelle.
So there was an addition to your packet that I left at your place this evening, because the street sweeping also involves removal of the debris, which includes a quote from Groff's Container Services. So we are asking for approval for street sweeping not to exceed the cost of $7,000, which is already included in your 2025 budget. So we're asking you to approve R&S Sweeping Company, LLC, for that job.
Okay, so I heard, move on the motion for a recommendation for the township manager. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Here's a second. Further discussion?
When will this be done? What time of year?
It's weather dependent, but probably sometime in April.
Just wanna make sure we, right after the dirtiest time of year, I would think.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as the weather gets nice and we know we're not getting any more snow, I would assume probably beginning in the middle of April.
Good.
Okay, further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion carries. Thanks, Michelle. New business C, this is the application Payers Memorial Road Stormwater Project, Michelle.
Yep, so this was a previously approved stormwater project on Evans and Moyer Road. And this would be the first payment of that, as you recall. You did authorize use of the ARPA funds for this project. So you're authorizing payment in the amount of $74,340 to Miller Soil Solutions, and their application was reviewed and approved by the township engineer at Chester Valley Engineering.
Need a motion on that?
I'll make that motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Second, further discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Against? Motion carries. Thanks, Michelle. New business, new police car. Jim, you wanna talk that second?
Yes, in 2023, under Resolution 770, we applied for an LSA grant. One of those items was a police car and the outfitting. We did receive that grant, so I am asking for approval to go ahead and move forward with that vehicle and the outfitting. I do have a quote from a CoStar's dealership in the amount of $54,343.29. And then the upfitting, we have a quote for $17,551.25. And that would be, for the most part, I believe the LSA grant will cover, if not all of that, most of that.
Okay, so I guess, for the motion on this one, it looks like you gotta, let's just say, use 20 minutes at 74,000. 74,000, and what percent is the grant again?
71,230, I think.
So, I only have the original.
So I guess we can do, for the motion on this, we'll appropriate the, calculated amount that supports the grant, when it's delivered. So it will be substantially less than the total, around 74,000, and I rounded up to 17.
Well, I'll make that motion. Do you want it for 54,343.29 plus the 17,551.125?
It's the total cost with the application of the grant, so we'll pay the difference between whatever the grant pays and, what we need to pay. So okay with everybody?
Yes.
Dave made the motion, is there a second?
Second.
Further discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Against? Motion carries. New business C, this is a promotion within the police department with the rank of authorizing a corporal. Jim?
Yes, Commissioners, I know we spoke about this in the past, the importance of supervision and career development within the department. We do have a certified list for the position of corporal, and I'm seeking permission to work with the manager to set a date to promote Officer Bradley Golden to corporal.
And the cost, I think you said a couple thousand?
Yeah, from the base pay, anywhere from 2,500 to 3,500 additional a year, which I currently have in the budget.
I'll need a motion on the, motion to rank a corporal.
I'll make that motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
In a second. Further discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Against? Motion carries.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Thank you, Jim. Okay, new business F, this is a resolution with our fee schedule, some updates within this, document. And I know, Michelle, you and Eric are working on this, so Eric, you wanna tell us what's changing, what we need to update?
Sure. So, this is essentially an annual resolution we do. We're a little late on it this year, so I apologize for that. But we try and follow our fees from year to year. And what we're allowed to do as the township is, on many of these fees, you're allowed to recoup your costs. There's some things, in the past year, we realized we weren't recouping the costs, like zoning hearing boards, things like that, so we increased those fees so that you are recouping your costs. Other ones, we changed to reflect, some new fees or new rates, one being my rate. I do send a letter out every September advising the board, the township, what, my rates will be for the next year, so you can utilize those in your budget planning. So it's adopting those new rate schedules. I think we removed the sewer fees is another big one that we did this year, because you don't need them anymore since you don't have the sewers. We just took those out. There may be some other minor fee changes here and there, but again, this is just kind of an annual thing, so that if somebody would come to the township and ask us what our fees are for that year, we can just hand them this resolution. That way, everything's covered all in one spot.
Okay, questions on the fee schedule? I don't think you did some research on this a couple years ago. Do you have any comments on it? You okay with it?
Yeah, I'm okay with it, yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask for a motion, and if anybody has more questions, you do in the discussion part for Eric, so, did I get a motion on this?
I'll make that motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Second for the update, is there any further discussion?
I noticed that photocopying is different for the police department than it is for the, admin. Should we align those or not? It's only a nickel difference, but I don't know, is that something we need to look at?
Mailbox and that nixel,
Put enough of them together to make a quarter. I don't know, just a point, I don't, that's fine.
Okay, all in favor say aye. Aye. Against? Motion carries. Thank you, Eric. New business, G. That is that Holland Park piece. Michelle, you gonna talk to that, or is Greg gonna talk to that?
I can talk that. So this is an application to apply for a Monco 2040 implementation grant. And this would be for phase 1B of the Hollenbach Park master plan.
Okay. I'll need a motion on this resolution.
I'll make that motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Need a second. Further discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Against? Motion carries. That concludes new business. Now we'll move